So in this video today, we're going to talk about what's in store for the year 2025 with Dometic awnings and fabrics. So this video is being recorded May 1st, 2025. We're into this 5 months, and it's given us some time to really sort out and give Dometic time to sort out what they're doing. So we're going to cover the metal roller tubes, or the metal covers on the roller tubes, their awning fabrics, and LED lights. Actually, their LED lights look like that. So this is Eric Stark with the Smart RVer podcast. I want to thank you guys for watching this video today. If you find it informative, helpful, please like and subscribe and share it with others. There's always good stuff happening at Dometic. There's always things happening at Dometic, sometimes good, sometimes not so good. Awnings and their fabrics this time are not so good, especially the fabrics. So let's get into this. So Dometic has, we're going to start with LED lights. Kind of looking at stuff on my table here, not sure where I want to go, but I want to get the LED light strip off my table. So if you have a Dometic fabric, and it has LED lights on it. So this is a 16-foot LED light strip, if you will. So it's attached to the fabric, or that's how it would come brand new. This one was unattached. We took it off to save it for this type of purpose, to show people what it's all about. Now, this is a chunk of the same light, or light strip, not on the RV. So these slide right into the awning rail, which is this guy right here. So this is your awning rail, and this puppy slides into it like so. Like so, he says. Like so. So then your fabric would come out above it, okay? Now, what's unique about this light strip, I actually put that in there upside down, but it doesn't matter. Gets the point across. So what's unique about the light strip is it comes on the fabric. So if you have to replace your fabric, Dometic only sells the fabric with the light strip on it. And the light strip actually requires a fabric with a much smaller bead, so it slides into here, then it slides into the awning rail. And that's what makes it work. So this is one of the things we're running into now. In late 2024, 2025, we're seeing more and more fabrics with these LED lights that are failing. They've been out long enough now where they're falling apart. So you can't just buy the fabric for the LED light strip without the light strip. The only way Dometic sells it is with the light strip attached to it. So you can see here, oops, this one actually broke, but normally that would not be broken. So this thing is 16 feet long. So when they ship the fabric, they ship it in such a way, let me get rid of this thing out of my life here. I'd throw it, but there's too much stuff in here. Everybody likes it when I throw things and have that sound. I like it too. But there's too many cameras and things and people in here, so I get in trouble when I do that. So the light strip, if it's 16 feet long, it's going to ship in a tube, if you replace your awning with the light strip, 16 feet long. And then it's going to go on a truck. It's not going to go UPS. So the freight can be $200, $300. So that's on top of the price of the fabric. And the fabric's already more because it has the light strip. So what we suggest, and many people opt for, is just ditching the light strip. And by the way, if you do have that light strip and your LED lights go bad and your fabric's still good, you can replace them. Your typical LED lights you get from Carefree or one of the awning manufacturers that does sell them like this, slides right into it. It's not glued in or stuck in. They just slide right in and out. So now, if you have that type of awning fabric, you don't want to spend the money for that light strip, basically, and the freight to get it to you. So this is the awning rail on the side of your RV. So what you can do is buy a universal fabric, goes right into the awning rail, and then you get your standard LED lights that stick to the side of the RV that basically would mount underneath the awning rail. Awning rail should be installed like that, so it'd mount like that. So that makes it really easy. If you have to replace a light strip down the road, you have to peel it off the side, but generally they stick good. This one has 3M adhesive on it. It's going to stick for a long, long time, probably longer than the lights will last. So that's an option for you if you don't want to spend that extra money on the light strip, and that's on Dometic awnings. Carefree has lights at the roller tube, which has a wire in the fabric. Now that's a different fabric too. That's not a universal fabric. That's a custom fabric from Carefree. But that's not a big deal. Those are very accessible, easy to get. We sell them all the time. We sell them every week. So that's not an issue, but that's Carefree. So back to Dometic. So that's the LED lights. Hopefully you understood that. Put a bigger description, or we'll put some information down in the description as well. The next on their agenda, on my agenda, but their agenda for slashing, are awnings with the metal roller tube, or the metal weather shield, I should say, not roller tube. So this is the flexible one. This is the one where it has 2 slots here. So that's 2 extra beads on your fabric. So if you have one of these on your awning and you need to replace your fabric, they've stopped making the fabrics. Now they still have some in stock. They might have material in stock, so they're going to try to run out, deplete it, but they're discontinued basically. So if you have that and you want to go back with a factory type fabric that'll fit your metal weather shield, then there's a possibility you can get one. There's no guarantee. That's hit and miss on what they have, the colors, what they'll make. And the acrylic fabric, which is the canvas type material, the last price I got on one was 18 or 20 feet. My cost was like $1,400. That's through the roof, stupid. And keep in mind, that has nothing to do with tariffs because they haven't been enacted yet. That's just overpriced. Way stupid. And they're discontinuing them. You think they'd be half price or less. Get rid of this material, right? Oh no, that's not the way that works. And also, if you want an awning with this metal cover on it from Dometic, they've discontinued those as well. This happens to be off of Weather Pro. It's Weather Pros they've already discontinued. But the 9100 has the metal cover on it. Some of them do. Discontinued. So you can't get an awning from Dometic with a metal cover on it unless they happen to have one in stock right now. So fabrics for this cover are discontinued. The cover on the awnings, discontinued. So you're just going to have a roller tube with vinyl on it, which is okay. A lot of times these metal covers aren't exactly the cat's meow. Now, we get to even more interesting thing here with Dometic fabrics. So this happens to be burgundy. This is actually a Carefree fabric. Somehow I couldn't find my Dometic fabric samples today to show you all the colors, but I'll put them right over here so you can see them as we go along here. So this is a Carefree fabric, basically the same thing as Dometic, a little bit better in quality I think, but it's the same, does the same thing, right? Works in an awning. Now this happens to be burgundy, like I said. Dometic's equivalent would be maroon. Maroon is discontinued. Meadow green is discontinued. Azure, which is blue, is discontinued. Bark, which is brown, has been discontinued. So that's 4 colors discontinued. Now you might find those in some stores. Some dealers might be able to get them because their distributor has some in stock. Dometic still has a few in stock. We've stopped ordering them. We're not looking for them anymore because it's just becoming a dog and pony show trying to get a color. And a distributor might have one, but it's been sitting on their shelf way too long, way longer than we like anyways. So we're not messing with it. We're going to their new colors, and that's it. Actually, the colors aren't new. They're the only ones that have survived their massive cuts. So they have sandstone and onyx, solid black and solid white. Now the sandstone is a beigey color, which is extremely popular. I mean, we sell that probably the most out of any of their colors. And then onyx has become a second runner there. Now onyx is interesting in their sandstone. So this happens to be a Solera fabric. I am so sorry, I got all these different brands, but A&E today, or Dometic, because I just can't find my samples. But it starts out black at the roller tube, just like this, or this dark charcoal, their onyx, and their sandstone. Then as you go along, it fades into white, the closer you get to the roller tube, then finally white. Okay, so they have onyx, which is very similar to this. This is a dark charcoal, and onyx is dark charcoal. Then sandstone is a light brown, dark beige. It's a nice looking color, matches so much stuff. And then to add a little bit of flavor to it, they do offer the weather guard, this area. They call it a weather guard because it's what's finally wrapped around the roller tube when you bring your awning in. It's not really special. They just call it that. But this upper section will come in either black or white. You can specify that. So if you have black arms, black hardware, you'd go black up here. If you have white, you'd go white. So that has a little bit of flavor to it, right? Now, solid black is solid black, solid white is solid white, no colors. So that's the color change for Dometic. So we have the LED lights, the metal weather shield, the flexible metal weather shield, and the colors. And those where the three changes are. Or actually, the LED lights aren't a change, they're just a massive inconvenience. And like I said, if you have those, you got to buy it, whatever the length of the awning is, that's the size tube it is, because it comes rolled up around the LED lights. They can't bend it and flex it to get it into a box. Now, they could roll it up and put it in a larger box like Solera does, but they opt not to do that. And you can't buy the fabric without the LED lights. I just want to emphasize that, because we get these questions all the time. And I understand, it's very frustrating. My RV awning has LED lights on it, so I know I'm going to be facing that down the road. So we have to look at this, what Dometic's doing, the changes. They're not the end of the world changes. In fact, some of them are better. Getting away from this metal cover is probably a good thing. If you have a fabric that requires, or an awning that has this metal cover, requires that fabric, go to the universal fabric. It'll fit fine. You're going to save hundreds of dollars, maybe even $1,000 or more. That's the way to go. Save some money. No one's going to know the difference. The awnings are going to last 10, 12 years, so you're going to do pretty good with it. When I say 10 to 12 years, it seems like awning fabrics aren't lasting as long, other than the ones that we make here at the Smart RVer or SunPro Manufacturing. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. The colors, the roller tube, the LED lights. Now I'll put more in the description here, and I'll also put a link to our website, sunpromfg.com, and you can go there. We'll have the full package there, so you can see the colors, the choices, what's available, what's not available. Because we're going to make sure you understand what's not available as well. We want everybody to know that, because it's going to take a while for this to catch on, word to get out. Even some dealers don't know. They're just finally figuring this out. I mean, it took us a while because we kept getting different answers from Dometic. But we've got it sorted out, so we're sharing it with you now. So I want to thank you for stopping by. Please like and subscribe. Also, check out our podcast, thesmartrver.com. There'll be a link in the description here as well. It's available on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Everywhere there's a podcast channel, we're there. So hey, thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.